Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the second part of the continuing story, the first episode of The Console. Thanks for coming back.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
And the story begins. Read letters from addressing to the other guests to learn more about their motivations and personalities. Alright, well, we collected a lot of info on the dock, pier. So let's see what's happening in this place. Heck of a house, mansion. Eh?
Whoa. Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Thank you, my son.
Okay,
Bear that in
this
mind.
sounds interesting.
I'd rather deal with her
Three
direct.
blunders
Don't
left.
take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Yes, she's been here for several weeks now. Never mind, give me your... That's not gonna work, so... Yes.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We are members of the Art Collectors. Looks like that should be the way to go.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
Uh-oh,
All the
alright.
same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah. Yes, I'll give it to her if I find her. You can count on me. That's locked. Locked.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
I swear, pinky swear. For the last step of this conversation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give it right on or you have no blunders left. Okay. Okay, no worries. Thank you. No, I promise.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a de Richet. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome, especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Luce. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. His letter, so that worked out pretty good. I'm supposed to join those guys by the chimney. I wonder if there's things around here that I should be looking for first. Seems like one of those kind of games.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Hmm. Blipotamus. Blind Epicus.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
A candlestick holding 3 candles. Collector coins. Let me use up some of these. Let's get some of them back. Collector coins. Still don't know what the collector coins do, but Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities of affecting a dialogue. In a conversation, you cannot carry more than 5. Oh, so this here, well, does something. We'll see. Sounds like it's cool. Guess I'll have to remember to use that before or after. Before or during a conversation. I don't want to go up the stairs. I think that's what that's going to make me do. So I'll have to make sure that we'll have to experiment with that Devil's Thorn. Oh, and what is this masterpiece? Crazy looking person here.
Saturn devouring his son.
Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Saturn destroying his sun. Sure seems like a lot of disturbing art. What is this here guy doing?
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Wow. Okay.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Flip through it, take it. I'll take it.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Guess so, the way you
Since I set
dressed.
foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Nosy, ain't you, Prez? My mother, about a letter, about a surprising main door. Let's avoid the subject. About the surprising main door.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing. Invent something.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
When the time limit is over, an answer is automatically selected. Check the dialogue timer to burn a screen. Yeah, you give me some
And now,
damn
my dear
time.
guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Hone, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington,
I'm staying and listen.
about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Decisions. He wanted me to stick around and talk. Discover what Holmes knows about my mother. That's a creepy dude. He's the one that loses his hand, huh? I'm gonna stay and listen.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Yeah, 'cause you're creepy and something.
Thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother?
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly
Should have asked
placed.
about her.
Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington. you seem to
How
be
did he
very
come to
familiar
know
with
her? When did he see her for the last time? How did you come to know?
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Rather political, or the mysteries that surround us.
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumors served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the order know? Do you think? And what if Mother has left the island?
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
No, we haven't. Show the book found in the quarry. Don't speak. I'll show it. Since we're among the Order.
I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll
Don't worry,
believe it.
Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
So what was the purpose of the book? The book didn't achieve anything.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
He needs a mask on.
Absolutely. It is
His ugly
remarkable.
ass.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest.
Opportunity
You have perhaps
missed.
already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
Questioning skills
The
required.
servant will accompany you to your rooms.
So how do you make up for these lost questions? I guess you don't, huh? Or... Okay. Adams.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
At the end of the
My
corridor.
friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night, with your scary looking ass.
Quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
Down the hall. Down the corridor. Let me see if I'm... Need to be nosy. See if I'm missing as I switch. Here we go. I don't know why that cracks me up.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon. Oh. He's gonna be here too, huh?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Monsieur Jacques Perru? No, I ain't opening up no doors.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Pages of an encyclopedia. I'm taking it. Golden elixir. Golden elixir cures all your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5. Oh, there's a lot of... There's a lot of stuff. Devil's Thorn. I remember to try to use that stuff. I don't know when I should use it.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Wowzers. I be done forgot where in the hell I am. Okay. I'll make a circle, huh?
President George Washington.
So Georgie's room there. Francais. Okay, here.
Honey. I couldn't
Honey.
have hoped for better.
Oh, that's some more of the jelly. Jelly got me crazy. Got me crazy.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Huh. Go figure. That's me.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I don't think it has anything to do with your mother's disappearance. Open the letter without breaking the seal. Ooh. Can't do that.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Wowzers. Look at these paintings. Damn. Is he? Yeah, he is. Wow.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Wow.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
unlock that. Oh, there's a whole nother room. Huh? Go to bed. I didn't want to go to bed yet, but okay. Off the coast of England. Success. You went up to the manor. I pieced together my mother's movements. Docs. I convinced Fang to trust me with his letter. I met Mr. Washington. I remained in the Grand Hall. I found a strange book in the quarry. I asked questions about my mother. Failed. Nothing. Alternative path. I could have joined. Okay, so home in the small salon. In the salon, I guess was the same thing as the where you eat or something. Anyway, I could have made an unexpected encounter. I think I did pretty good. Well, isn't that interesting? All right, on that note, I think I'm going to take a break and upload this video and carry on in a bit. Thanks, everyone, for coming by and checking out my video. Sure appreciate it. Hit that like button. Let me know what you think of the game. And as always, be blessed and peace.